Easy. Easy, buddy. There you go. Well, there goes our first newborn calf. Just got a tag in his ear and stuff. And he's gonna go find his mama. He's still a little feeble-legged, but I caught him sleeping out here, and I thought I could catch up to him. When I castrate them, I put this little rubber band, and I've got a video out, one of our videos that shows what we do. We put a little rubber band like that. When I'm going to do this, I always take and put an extra one in my pocket just in case something goes wrong. You lose it or whatever, because when you're out here like this and you get on top of him like I am, if you get up and try to go to the truck, and I always carry a pair of side cutters or dikes, whatever you want to call them. I put in my overalls pocket too. But you put this little rubber band on this tool here and put it around there, and that's how we castrate. That's the best way I have found to castrate. Now some do it differently. I keep my extra bands in a little Gatorade bucket here, and some folks do it different than this, but anyway, I keep my extras in here, but I always get one extra, but I always try to put the extra back, because if you're not careful, before long you would lose it. Anyway, I put my pliers back. This is what you put the ear tag on. We use a 2-piece ear tag, and what I do is buy a package that's already numbered, and this year I'm going to just try to stay in order, but so my next one will be a number 2. And this and you might think that little calf acted like it was hurt. That little calf was just scared because of me being up there with it. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And you put your tag in. We always put our tags on the right side, different depending on where you're at. Some want them on the left. Some do a dewlap tag, it's called. And I gotta find it, but there's a little piece that goes right here. A little black thing goes in there, and that's missing, and that little tag could fall back out. So before I put it in, I'm gonna have to take one off of an old tag or something and put in there, and or look down in this bag. But when I don't have my camera, I can do that. And then we notch an ear. We got a certain spot we put in the left ear of the animal, and we put 2 notches. Some will do different ways. Some do a zigzag, some do there's all different sorts of ideas, but anyway, while they're little right now, that stuff doesn't tend to hurt the little calves. So I also, a lot of times, and I didn't on this one, I had forgotten till it was already too late, but it doesn't hurt anything. I can remember, I'll go in and record this number 1 calf down, and but what I do, like the next calf will be number 2 here, and so I got a bag. I think there's I have forgotten since I got these, there's 25 tags, so I can calve, and I put orange in a steer and white in a heifer, and we're just now starting our breeding season up, so when we get a heifer, she'll have one tag in it. And when I put these in the computer, we use a special software, but if I was writing it down, I'd do this would be a W1 because it's a white one, and I know that any white tags go in a heifer. Now sometimes I make mistakes, and I might think one is a heifer that isn't, or something like that, and put a white tag. But anyway, but the orange ones, some call this red, I call it orange, these go into steers. And so the next steer I have will be a number 2, and I'll go all the way through 25. If I have more than 25 steers, I'll have to do something else. I've got a package here that I can take a special marker and just write a number on it. And sometimes I'll do that anyway. I'll put the mama's number, write it on, and then right up here I'll put the month they're born. Like right now, being this is September, our calving season has just begun, I would put a 9 right there on that tag. And just a little bit how we do things here. Every farm does theirs a little bit different. There isn't a set way that you have to do it. But anyway, that's a little bit how we start our calves off. Our calving season starts the 1st of September, and this year they're running a little bit behind, the cows are. So this is the 25th of September. So our first calf was on September 25th, and that's fine. I don't mind it. It's cooler now. The grass has come back, is really doing good, and it'll give the cows are looking really good. They're really healthy, so that's fine. They can calve right now. Isn't going to hurt anything. And we'll have them calving now all the way through till spring. But this officially, the 1st of September, I call it my new calving season. So this year's calving season, it'll be fall, winter, 2020, whatever. Last year was 2019. This year will be fall. But that will mean the entire cycle, clear through, even though it'll be next spring. That's kind of how I do it. And you may do it different in your area. Sometimes I don't get the calves up and can't work them because you're just not in a position to catch them because the mamas are around, or if I get them up to the house, I have a special way that I do it. And later on, I'll start feeding them grain, and I'll call the cows in every day. And as they come in over here to the cow lot, I can work their babies then. And it makes it a little bit easier to do at that time. But anyway, the finally calving season has begun, so we're pretty tickled here. But anyway, when I get them up there, I can work them so much easier. But sometimes there's just one you just can't work, and you have to let it get bigger. And you can still castrate if it's a bull calf. Even though they get bigger, it's just, I feel it's rougher. You can still put tags in their ears. We got some that's going to be sold here, one anyway, bull calf that has never been worked, and he's not been castrated or anything, but he'll be sold just as a bull, and that'll be somebody else's problem. Most of the feedlots and stuff, they will castrate them, but since he's bigger now, it's going to be rougher on him. I feel like, maybe not, then they probably got ways they do it, but I feel like when you do it when they're little babies, they don't really notice it. Like if you're going to dock a dog's tail or a pig's tail, you do that when they're little bitty, so they don't notice and remember that pain. You wait until they get bigger, they got more chances of infections, things like that. So I like to castrate right off. Sometimes I'll have a cow or a young heifer that I can't get, but I don't worry about that because you're not going to castrate them anyway. All I'm going to do is put an ear tag in, and I can do that anytime. But even the ear tag and notching of the ear is better when they're younger. Now, the ones we keep, we brand them also, and we have another little thing I've been doing. When we work them in the fall, we put another little special tag in them, in their ears to help identify them in case they lose their main tag. We got another one. Some people tattoo them, some people do freeze brands, different things like that. We're not into that, although we do have a bull that we bought that has a freeze brand, and I think that's very neat. It's just a matter of getting set up for freeze branding. But anyway, this officially started our calving season. I hope you enjoyed today's video, calling this Cattle Talk. And I'm trying to air a Cattle Talk video every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And if you have a comment, how you raise cattle. I know some people just watch, have sent me emails and stuff that you're just watching this program because you like cattle and you like farming and ranching. Even though you don't do it, you like the you know, thoughts of it and stuff. So anyway, if you are not a subscriber, if you subscribe to our channel, that really helps us out. And also hit the thumbs up, comment, let us know how things are going in your neck of the woods. And but if you're a farmer, rancher, whatever you want to call yourself, you got cattle. I know a lot of people's into the Dexter cattle. Ours are the regular size cattle, but a lot of people's into that Dexter's, the little kind of miniature, I call them banny cattle, kind of like banny chickens, but they're cute and neat. But a lot of homesteaders are getting into those because it's easier to handle. And this little calf here, even though he was a baby, he was really got excited when I was trying to hold him down. And our animals here, a lot of them are Brangus, the cows are, or at least they have a little, we call it Bramer here in Oklahoma, but Brahman influence, the official way to say it. But these Bramer cattle, they're kind of a little more energetic, and so when they're born, they got a little more get up and go, and I like that part. I like it that they can get up and go. This little baby here, if something got after him, unless it caught him like I did and got down on him, he thought he was hid right there. They do kind of like a deer when they're little bitty, and he thought he was hid, but I got him. But once he knew he'd been had, and he was just ready to jump up and take off when I got up there on him, but thankfully he didn't get away. But anyway, I appreciate you watching today. May God richly bless you. We'll see you next Thursday here at 7 o'clock for another episode of Cattle Talk. And we're gone.